How you doing there? Thanks very much for clicking on my YouTube channel. I'm in the Northwest Highlands of Scotland and I'm at a wee place on the map called Craig, which is near Chaorachain. So I've got the bike, it's 12:20 and I'm about to start my cycle in to try and bag 2, possibly 3 Munros. I've got the big heavy backpack on again in my tent, so I'm hoping to do a summit camp. And I'm heading away up that way into the glen, into the Munros that I'm aiming to get away at the back. So I'm just about to start the cycle and I'll bring you back later on. Cheers now, thanks. That's me been pushing the bike up the hill for 40 minutes, so I'm glad to say that's me got a flat section, maybe a wee bit of downhill. So along there and then down into the glen. Cheers. Right, that's me just been going an hour, so this is where I'm leaving the bike. Put the lock on the back wheel, make sure hopefully it's alright. Over there's a path, sneaks up onto the hillside. I'm following that away into a Allak, and then it'll be up the side up onto the side of that Munro there. That's my first target for the day. Right, here we go. Cheers. I needed my 2 hands for that wee last bit, so to put the camera away. Wasn't want to fall in there. I was holding on to the wire. Needed my 2 hands, so just put the camera away. I made it. Feet are dry. This looks a lovely wee spot for lunch. I need to get some water in my water filter. And have something to eat. Lovely wee spot. That's good, we've got a good high level water source. So just make sure I've got plenty of water for this trip. Filling up my water bladder and my water filter. That should give me plenty to cook dinner and have a coffee and stuff later. If you watched my last video, you'll know I made that mistake the last time. You'll certainly not making that mistake again. Time to fill up and I've got a chance here. Plenty of fresh water coming down. So that's me sorted for the water. Now I'm heading up to that Allak. And then right up there, on the top of the first Munro. Oh, right, it's 3:10 and I'm up on the Allak. So as you can see behind me, I'm up that ridge. So just a slow plod, we'll get there when we get there. Be nice to go up there, get the tent up and enjoy it, sit back and relax for a wee bit, rather than just getting the tent up and then it's almost darkness. So we'll see how we go. first Munro of the day. A bit of an anticlimax of something, Kel. My 272nd Munro. The countdown is on for the last 10. Look how close the edge is. Woof. That's the summit, Kel. And that is a drop. It's 4:45, so I can't remember what time I says I left that Allak. It's a wee bit tough going, heavy pack as usual. But wow, just wish that wind would drop a wee bit. It's not too bad, it was bad earlier on at that Allak. Check the views. Mountains for as far as the eye can see, and I'm hopeless at trying to say that's whatever and that's that one and that's that range. All I know is I'm on this one. 272. Right, that over there is the second one, but it's 4:45 and I don't think I'm going to go for it. I think I'd as well just try to get a spot here rather than rushing to get away up there and try and get settled and try and do it in daylight. Why just take my time? So there's not a lot of good bits for the tent, so I think that's it going to be. Right there's where I'm going to need to pitch. Just there. Wee bit there. Right, I'm praying for some Northern Lights action tonight. Northern Lights, reveal yourself. That's if I can get out my toasty sleeping bag in my tent to have a look. It's hard to tell right now, it's quite misty and a bit cloudy. Look north. Right, time to get the tent up. Boil some water. Plenty of water this time. Oh! Get a coffee, something to eat, and chill out. Hopefully I'll be able to enjoy this nice sunset. Right, tent up time. Alright there, that's 6 o'clock exactly. And that's me getting the tent up. More or less everything's laid out inside just to tidy up a couple of wee things. But that's my tent there. Quite near the edge at the cornicing. Hopefully it's well tied, hopefully it's well secure with the pegs, and I'll be getting blown off here in the middle of the night. Ah! There's a wee wind just now, it's not too bad, but I wouldn't like to be in there if it really ramps up, because that is one almighty drop. That's about the flattest pitch I could find. Lovely up here. It's no clear, it's obviously quite cloudy. Don't know how to describe it. Har, is it? Is it a har? Anyway, you can see what I'm talking about. It's good to be well, pretty much organised. 6 o'clock, got a good bit of daylight left, and then I'm going to make my dinner. Plenty of water this time. Whoa! Can't beat it. Let's hope it's not too wild tonight. The forecast was maybe rain coming in tomorrow. We'll just need to wait and see. Fingers crossed I'm up early enough. Sunrise, and then I'll wait that second one. I'm going to switch this off, take a couple of photos. Cheers a now. There's my tent sitting up there, right at the edge of the snow. Just a wee bit down for the summit. Some drop down there, eh? Well, it's a couple of minutes to 7 and there's not a lot happening outside. It's just pretty cloudy and dull. There's not even a nice sunset. So obviously I've come in the tent, got a bit organised, put a merino wool base layer on for a wee bit extra heat. So I'm alright now, but 7 o'clock and there's nothing happening outside, so I think it's time just to get cooking and get a hot chocolate or something, a nice hot drink. So that's the plans now. Cheers. What we've got tonight is a chicken curry, and I've never tasted a curry that tastes as good as this one. Oh, I was ready for this, I'll tell you. Oh, some nice hot boiling water in it, unlike the last time. Oh, there it's there. And it is lovely. Oh. And once I finish this, I'm going to boil some more water and have a wee hot chocolate and a couple of biscuits. Oh, cheers everybody. Lovely hot chocolate. Get a wee Yorkie bar as well. Time is quarter to 8. So as I say, I don't think there's anything happening outside. Just going to enjoy this, and then I think I'll just think about getting tucked up in the sleeping bag. Oh, lovely. Well, it's 8:30. Aye, 8:30. I'm quite tired actually, and that's me in the sleeping bag. I've got the thick socks on, the long johns, so I'm feeling alright now. There's a wee bit of wind outside, but I think I could actually just lie down, put the lights out, and probably go to sleep. So I think that's what I might do actually. Quite tired. Rather than force myself to sit up and maybe listen to something on the phone as well, just try to get the heat done. So 8:30, I'll turn the lights off and see if I get a wee sleep and get up early in the morning and see if there's any chance of a sunrise, which I doubt. But I'll wake up anyway and open the tent, see if there's anything happening. Right, good night, cheers now. Good morning, good morning. It's 6:30 and that was current conditions outside I've just showed you there. Grey, miserable looking, windy, so not very nice. So as I say, 6:30, I need to get up and go outside and do a pee, and then I'll need to come back in, heat back up, and then try and think about a coffee and some porridge, and then getting packed up. I don't think it's raining now, but I think with the forecast definitely it's coming in, so we'll see what time I get packed up and see what happens for there. Right, cheers now. Good morning folks, right, it's 10 to 9 and as ever, leave no trace, anything you bring in with you, take it back out. That's me packed, ready to go, 10 to 9. Right, on to the next one. Oh! Summit of the second one. Leaves me 9 today. I'd love to take you a walk round and show you the views, but as you can see, there are none. Crap weather. So this is me at the summit cairn. I was sweating there coming up for the Allak down below. But you just plod on, get on with it. Glad the wind stopped, it was quite chilly there with the wee wind. Right, I can't remember the name of it or even how to say it, so I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, 9 to go. Right, I'll not be hanging about long, so I'm going to get a wee drink of water, check the view range on the map, and start heading down. Right, this is me dropped down at the clouds, so I'm starting to get some views back. I've got quite a steep drop away down to the bottom there, down this hillside, and then that's where I went up yesterday, right away up there to the Allak. So when I drop down, I need to find that path again, back to the wee wire bridge river crossing, across to the path, find my bike, and then right along that glen to cycle out, and then downhill for there. So a good bit to go. At least now I can see my targets, I can see where I'm going, which is obviously a lot easier all the time. So steep drop down to the bottom. Right, slowly getting there. Still got another good bit to drop, right enough. But obviously the weather's garbage. At the start of the week, Monday, Tuesday, they were saying all week it was going to be great weather, high pressure. And then the day before I came up, it changed to Thursday, Northwest Highlands getting a bit of this, so just probably everywhere else is getting great weather except the bit I'm in. But it was alright yesterday, dry and bright, so at least it's, although it's miserable above, at least it's dry so far. Right, on to the next section, get down to the bottom here. Oh, I'm sweating. That wee bit coming down after there just seemed to go on forever there. If you're way up there in the cloud. So I've got to this wee bit, it's 10 past 11. It feels a lot later in the day for some reason, but that's all the time it is, 10 past 11. Oh, so I'm going to stop here, get some layers off, try and dry out a wee bit, take my waterproof trousers off, have something to eat and a drink of water. So I'm not far from the wire bridge and the wee river crossing that was at yesterday. Ready for something to eat. Cheers it out. So, out the last 9 Munros that I've got left, one of them is away up the far end of that glen. So I've been here before. When I came down off of that one, I've done a previous video for that. Summit camped up there and then came down from there and had a big long walk out. So this is the second time I've been into this area to get these two. I'm going to need to come back to get that last one. Just didn't fancy it today with the weather and all the clouds been on the tops. So I need to come back for that one. Some distance when you think away in there to where the car's parked. So from where I'm at just now, I've been fed and watered. I've let the sweat out, dried off a wee bit. So I'm heading down there to the wire bridge, cross the wee river and then go and find the bike, and then I've got the cycle out. Well, I'm just at the Inverness Leisure Centre, so just had a shower, so that's really good, freshened up, feeling a lot better for the long drive back to Glasgow. So if you've watched my video up to now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy my wee videos, it means a lot. That was a tough shift up in the ones today. So I've got one more today back into that neck of the woods, way up that glen again, so that could very well possibly be my next one. But once again, thanks for watching, cheers. Remember folks, if you enjoyed this video, please like, leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you. More videos coming soon.